Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Attorney Lorna Patao Kapunan with my co-host ka Jimmy Regalario. Dito po tayo sa Laban para sa Karapatan. Good morning ka Jimmy.
Mahabang talakayan to, kaya mag-abang kayo, lalo na yung mga nakatira sa mga subdivision. No? Ito ay conflict ng policies na ini-implement sa mga subdivision.
Kasi napakahalaga ng topic natin ngayon. Kung sawang-sawa na kayo sa Senate investigation in aid of legislation, ngayong umaga po, meron tayong DWIC, Laban para sa Karapatan, in aid of what is justice for the Homeowners Association. Kasi napakatagal na ng problemang ito. Hindi pinapansin, hindi natin alam bakit hindi pinapansin. Pogo-related, drug-related, sex trafficking. Meron bang nasa payroll dyan? Kanya ayaw pansinin ang problema ng ating mga guests today. And they will self-introduce. Silang lahat po nasa audience ngayon. From the Multinational Village Homeowners Association, Inc., we have the President himself. Please introduce yourself, Sir Julio.
Umaga po, ang pangalan ko po ay
Si Julio Templo Nuevo, ang current presidente po ng Multinational Homeowners Association, Inc.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Julio. We also have with us one of the members of the Board of Directors, Alex.
Yeah, good morning po. Thanks for having us. I'm Alex Tan, one of the Board of Directors for Multinational Village Homeowners Association.
At meron rin, ito, kilala natin to kasi matapang to. Gabriela Silang po to ng Homeowners Association. TJ.
Magandang umaga po. Ako po si TJ Mongkupa, isa pong homeowner sa Multinational Village at nakikipaglaban po para sa isang maayos na komunidad mula pa po noong 2019. Isa rin po ako sa mga nagtayo ng We Love Multi.
Wow. Okay. So, baka hindi na what's this, natabunan to ng Alice Go Senate investigation, no? Tsaka yung mga investigations. But this was really a problem from the start, no, Mr. President?
Opo.
Okay. Para bigyan natin, mga televiewers natin, at maybe you can annotate while it's being played kasi nasa DWIC 882 tayo sa radio.
Live sa channel 20.
Live rin tayo sa Channel 23, sa YouTube at sa Facebook. Ito, napapanood po tayo.
Ng buong daigdig.
Napapanood at mapapakinggan kami via website www.dwic882.com at i-download ang DWIC app sa iOS at Android phone. Saan pa tayo live ka, Jimmy?
Sa live tayo sa maraming
Facebook
channel,
and YouTube
mas
channel.
maganda sa Aliw Channel 23.
Yun. We are also on Digital Free TV, Aliw Channel 23. Meron din tayo sa Signal, Sulit TV, Satellite TV, TV Plus, at GMA, Affordable Box. Marami pa.
DWIC ang pinakamalakas ang signal ngayon, kaya mas marami ang makakapakinig. No?
At kasi Sabado, at ang susunod na programa dito ay kay Celi Ortega Bueno at news at maraming nanonood na senador, no? Because ang beat ni Ma'am Celi ay ang Senate. So, sana yung mga senador nakatunin ngayon kasi matagal na silang talagang humihingi ng tulong. Okay, so let's start with a video. Ready ba tayo sa video? But before the video, Sir Julio, tell us about ano ba talagang problema dyan?
Ang pinaka-main problem po ngayon ay yung conflict nung dalawang nagkiklaim ng officers ng Board of Directors. Kami po yung isa at po yung grupo nung, as they claim, 2019 board na grupo naman ni Mr. Gakutan. So nagkaroon po ng conflict yung decision ni DSUD na ini-install si Gakutan. Kami naman po on all HAC decision, meaning yung korte, everything, kami naman po lahat ng favorable na nakukuha ang decision na in effect kami po yung legitimate na directors o officer ng association. So nagkaroon po ng forceful takeover what was that? September 5.
Ito lang, September 5.
Opo, kasama yung 400 ng pulis ng buong SPD. So yun po ang nagiging conflict ngayon. Yung
Okay.
Over nung...
Ayan, nakikita natin, ano? Can you annotate, Alex, what do we have?
Sorry. Well, this is in early hours in the morning ng September 5. That was around 6 o'clock. Wala pang 6 o'clock, nag-gather na po ang police without us knowing na they're going to... We always think that the police was there to keep the peace, but it just so happened na, to our surprise, police is the one who's doing the takeover of the village. No?
Martial law, ha?
Yeah.
Parang nag-martial.
As always, police is
At
always
6 o'clock in the morning?
6 o'clock in the morning.
Hindi.
As we know it, hindi po dapat sila nag-implement ng ganun outside the office hours. So we wake up to this kind of a situation in September 5, no? Yan po sa video. You can see that
Napakadami naman nila.
wala pa po kami mga homeowner dyan. They already started the takeover. We did not know it. And we were not served any documents, writ or break open order. It's the police who's taking over the village. No? So, yan,
Ano
as you
nagdala
can...
sa kanila dyan?
Well, we don't know. Ang basis daw nila is the SUD break open order, no? But knowing the SUD is a regulatory function, monitoring, supervision, it should be the exact interpreting the status of the village when it comes to adjudication. But they are the one who is implementing it at ginamit pang
Break
police,
open yan, no?
no? Sinira yung mga salamin. Ayan po, pumapasok sila. And that was even before, nandyan na po kami, nakarating na po kami dyan, pinalabas na po ako dyan. Because I tried to get in, pinalabas po ako dyan. And, well, as you can see in the video, they're literally breaking the whole thing up, no? And to our surprise, it's
Destruction of
the
property
police, not even the DSUD, presented themselves to me. It was the police who actually did the takeover. So I think this is a really highly questionable action from the police, no? And I don't know what police would have known ano ang legality, no? Ano ang jurisdiction ng DSUD. But somehow they were there to help Arnel Gacutan take over the whole village.
Okay.
No? Unfortunately, this is just is real anomalous dahil why would they implement something in favor of one person at the expense of 2,500 homeowners?
Okay.
So that's the problem there.
Bigyan lang natin, ka Jimmy, bibigyan ko lang ng konting background, no? Kasi ang legal issue, pag-usapan muna natin yung legal issue. No? Yung legal issue dito, dalawa. Dalawa ang board of directors at dalawa ang set of officers. Paano nangyari yan? Nangyari yan at sinasabi nga ni President Julio na may conflict ang decision kasi tayong matatanda, ikaw na matanda ka, Jimmy. Ang naaalala po namin, yung HLURB, alam nating lahat yan. At nagpapasalamat po tayo, hindi nyo nakikita, nandito po ang mga homeowners na nanood sa loob ng studio, no? Hindi kayo nakikita sa camera, pero maraming salamat. Ibig sabihin, talagang matagal, 3 generations na, at nandito pa si General na first generation, ano? 2004, nandun na kayo sa multinational. So, napakalaking problema nito. HLURB, by virtue of tinatawag na Republic Act 11201, hinati po sa dalawang agency. Isang tinatawag na regulatory. Anong ibig sabihin regulatory? Nagre-regulate. Hindi po korte yan, hindi nagbibigay ng decision. Tinitignan lang yung compliance sa mga, siguro sa mga structures, sa mga permits, etc. Ang tawag po doon sa department na yon ay Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. Yung tinatawag na DHSUD. How do you pronounce that? DSUD. DSUD. O yun. Yun ang regulatory lang. Walang kapangyarihan, walang power para mag-issue or mag-decide sino ang karapat-dapat na umupo na board tsaka officers. Meron namang Human Settlements Adjudication Commission, yung HSAC. Yun ang agency, yun ang division or yun ang body na pwedeng mag-decide. At ang sabi nga ng ating presidente, dinicide ng HSAC in your favor.
Almost all the cases.
Lahat ng kaso ay dinicide in your favor. Ang ginawa naman ng kalaban nyo, ang tawag sa kalaban nyo, si Gakutan, ano? Si Gakutan.
Gakutan.
Si Angel Gakutan, ang ginawa niya,
Nel.
matinik ito. Ang ginawa niya, imbis na sundin ang order, pumunta sa regulatory agency at kumuha ng order para siyang i-reinstate. At dahil dyan, nung September 5, nagkaroon ng raid. Paano namang dapat sheriff, no? Paano namang 400 police tsaka SWAT? MJ,
DJ.
DJ. Kasi DJ. DJ, before the show, sinabi mo na naging victim ka, no? Nung
DJ Monco.
TJ ng forceful takeover nila.
Morning of September 5 ngayon, nalaman namin na may mga pulis. Siyempre, kami naman, ready naman kaming i-defend yung aming village kasi nagpuntahan kami. Nagulat talaga ako, kasama ko yung mga ibang senior citizen, mga lola, na talagang ready i-defend. 300 policemen. Talagang bakit naman ganito? Phalanx of martial law na ba? Parang tamang-tama, September 21 ngayon, no? Anniversary ng martial law. Dinidiscuss natin to. Talagang na martial law kami on that day. Imagine, 300 policemen, may SWAT pa. May SWAT. Hindi na kontento sa police, may SWAT pa. So tinitinan ko, siguro there were only about 40 or even less na mga homeowners na nagpunta that very early morning, ang haharapin mo, police. So we tried to gain entry sa clubhouse. Kasi clubhouse naman namin yun
Clubhouse niyo yun eh.
That is ours as homeowners. Hindi kami pinapasok. Ang masama nito, nagkaroon pa ng sakitan kasi talagang kinulak kami. Ayaw kaming papasukin. Yeah.
Can we show the video, no? Yung
Paano nang haras?
pati senior citizen sinaharas, ano?
Bale,
Habang inaayos nila yung video, President Julio, bakit may public interest? Kasi baka sinasabi ng mga listeners at televiewers natin,
The video.
away lang
Ito
yan
po.
ng Homeowners Association. Ito po yung video.
Yeah.
Can you describe, Alex,
This
the
is the
video?
time when the homeowners actually showed up and nandiyan na rin po kami. The police cordoned off the whole of the clubhouse, and we were confined to a very limited space, kami mga homeowners, at malakas pang ulan nun, and most of the people there are the senior residents, no, mga retirees. And yes, that was the video. Is one of our directors trying to talk it out with the police. Nas habang maulan, we're trying to get in. And then the police actually, you see, there's this yung attorney nila,
Ang
habang
daming
naiipit po yung mga homeowners, pinagtatawanan pa po kami. Ang pangalan niya si Attorney Balubar. He is the lawyer of Arnel Gakutan. This is for him is a joke, no?
Kinukunan pa
So,
ng video,
yeah, he
itong
is-
lawyer ni Gakutan, nakatawa pa, kinukunan ng video, parang happy-happy, no?
By that time, marami na nasasaktan homeowner.
Actually, there's a video of commotion of homeowners. It is not showing here. Even Ma'am TJ was pushed around. Nalaglag po yan now. We were worried about yung mga seniors namin dahil ang dami po naipit na seniors.
Okay.
No, and at mga police are pushing out the seniors. No. So that's what happened. He's enjoying it.
Police.
No, he's enjoying it. This is very unbecoming of a
Commander is the head of
May tanong ka, Jimmy. Anong tanong mo?
Sino ba ang chief of police ngayon?
ang the one who really in charge on this
Overall.
SPD mismo ang pumunta, Southern
Hindi.
Police District.
Yung kabuuan, yung overall command.
Si General Rosete po ng SPD. Siya mismo
Hindi,
pumunta.
alam ko yung
Ayan,
sete,
ayan na,
pero
yun.
kailangan to makarating na dun sa
po yung video.
apex ng
Ayan po yung
leadership.
video na tinutulak na sila. And katabi po ni Ma'am TJ dyan, yung mga senior citizen namin. And I was the one who's taking the video. No, I was telling them to stop. But ayun, si Ma'am Ann, one of our first generation resident, they were pushed around. No? And mga seniors namin trying to get in and pinalabas ng mga pulis
Point
namin.
out ko, dapat makarating ito dun sa apex ng leadership ng police, no? Sino yung head, no? Ng PNP.
Si General Marbil po.
O, sino?
General Marbil.
O, si
Chief
General
PNP.
Marby. Dapat doon
Kasama siya dyan.
siya ang full responsibility should lie on his hand. Kasi kung yung Southern Police District Command, ganyan, inaalaw yung ganyang, panghihimasok sa isang internal problem ng isang subdivision, homeowners conflict, abay, nag-show of force yung iyong Southern Police District Command. Kaya ang dapat diyang bigyan ng atensyon yung chief of, yung yung head ng PNP. Kumilos ka ba? Nasa yung responsibilidad yung nangyayaring yan. Yung bawat command ba ng mga distrito may discretionary power para gawin ito na makialam sa isang conflict na internal na subdivision homeowners conflict. Kung meron kayong ganyang mga command na papasok doon na parang martial law, bay nakakatakot yan.
Correct. Ngayon, tanungin natin, itong presidente nyo, no, at sasabihin, tawagan na natin, your illegal president. Okay, si ano ba ang background niyan? At nakadala siya. Nakadala siya ng 300 to 400 police, may SWAT pa. Kasi parang familiar yung name ko eh. Meron atang na involved in drugs na renade na rin kayo, hindi ba? Renade na ang multinational.
Oo.
Just to clarify, ito pong mga guests natin dito, sila po ang Homeowners Association na inaust yung dating presidente dahil malalaman natin mamaya dahil yung mga nangyayaring illegal operations dyan sa multinational na pinapasok nung panahon nitong illegal president. Kanya talagang napakadaming pera siguro niyan. Pogo money sigurong pinambayad sa police. Alex, tell us about it.
In context, no, I'm a third generation of homeowners who are into this fight, no. And I have here the earlier mga batch homeowners, no, first generation of homeowners kagaya ni General Lopez na nandito sila. Sila po yung first batch, first generation of homeowners who have to deal with this kind of irregularities, no. So, since 2004 meron na pong proliferation po ng Shabu Laboratory.
Shabu Laboratories?
Yes,
Sa loob?
series of it.
Sandali.
Yeah.
I-contextualize natin, saan ba talaga ang multinational?
Multinational na sa likod po ng Terminal 1 na NAIA.
Sa naiyan, ako, sa pwedeng illegal immigrants. Mapasok
It's a
diretso.
very strategic location. We are very accessible. We have multiple gates, no, pag traffic. So it's a very one thing that attracts most people to buy in home multinational is because its proximity to a lot. Makati, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. NAIA is about 5 minutes away. And MOA area is about 50 minutes away. So we are strategically located in Metro Manila. And the first village from Manila. The first village going to Paranaque, the first village.
Hindi mo nabanggit. Maganda ring area na bagsakan ng mga illegal alien. Dahil
That's-
malapit sa airport eh.
That's why this has become so much of an attractive location for what you call it, POGOs, yung mga illegal operations of what have you. Let me continue with yung history namin dito, no. So aside from the drug issue, Shabu Lab issue, we also doon ang uso ang pogo, no. Dumami din po ang pogo sa panahon ni Mr. Anel Gacutan, no. It was at its height during pandemic, no. Yes.
By his own words, no, ang ginagamit niyang pang-engganyo sa mga homeowners noon was, this is a golden opportunity. Kasi nga sabi niya, paupahan niyo yung mga bahay niyo, di ba? Tapos pasok yung mga pogo. Kami naman, syempre, we wanted a community that's peaceful and orderly. Syempre, ayaw namin noon. And hindi siya nakikinig sa mga ganong sentiments ng homeowners, no?
Wala pa kayo sa board nun. Ba't hindi nyo napigilan nun?
No. We were just...
Bata pa kayo nun.
There has always been resistance to ill doing, no. Actually nga, as he said before, 2004 pa meron ng mga homeowners, and they formed themselves into Bantay Village at that time. So ang kalaban noon, unfortunately, si Mr. Gacutan na rin noon at that time. I don't know ayoko mademanda ng libel kasi he's prone to suing residents na kumukontra sa kanya, ha. In fact, I was sued for cyber libel
I-clarify ko
before.
lang yan. Ang libel, ang defense sa libel is the truth.
Yes.
Dito naman tayo sa laban para sa karapatan. Lahat ng sinasabi natin dito ay totoo. Kanya kung masukay ng libel, ako na ang abogado nyo.
Ay, salamat po. Nademanda na po ako ng cyber libel at napawalang bisa na po. Kasi
sige.
talagang
Huwag
wala
mo nang
nang
uulitin.
basis.
Dito naman tayo sa Homeowners Association. Talking about libel, and parang napaka-powerful naman itong Gacutan. Ano ba yan? Bilyonaryo ba yan? Inchik ba yan? Drug dealer ba yan? Mamamatay tao ba yan? At kayang-kaya niyang magdala ng police force.
Boyfriend ba yan ni Alice Go?
Boyfriend ba yan ni Alice Go? Yung secret lover niya.
Ang publicized source of income niya po, he is a building contractor. Construction
Hindi building.
contractor.
Just-
Julio,
Ah,
you were in the construction business.
Yeah.
Kilala ba siya sa construction business, President?
Not at all, no.
Oh.
Ay, sa moonwalk mismo, diyan ako nagsimula. I was a startup company that
Iba pa
time.
yung moonwalk sa multinational?
Yeah, ang moonwalk is, ang multinational part of the moonwalk barangay.
marami-
Nandun ako sa tabi that time. But I came into multinational around 2002. So si Mr. Gacutan parang build and sell lang na maliliit. In fact, nung nagsimula siya bago siya pumasok nitong ano niya, he's just an ordinary guy na nakikipag-walking sa amin. Because noong 2004, nung nga nagkaroon ng issue yung mga ano yan, nawala siya sa ano. In fact, na disqualified din siya that time. I don't know what happened then, but bigla na lang nakapasok siya. Going back to Mr. Gacutan, to 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, during the time, doon po ang influx ng pugo. So around 8,000 to 10,000 that time. Yung sinasabing telling, halos po yung mga high east doon, parang terminal kami ng high east.
8,000 to 10,000. Ano?
Heads. Workers.
Workers pumasok, no?
No, kasi yung bahay,
Presidente siya noon.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Siya, si
Gakukan.
Gacutan.
Siya po ang, kaya binuntan ko, ano ba ang background nito?
Oo.
Why napaka-powerful? So, yan po, up to point na humingi na yung pugo, nawala, na-oust namin siya. Nagpa-eleksyon ng DHCD, natalo siya. Sa nagkaroon din po siya ng main case sa amin, kaya main issue sa kanya ng bilis that time, hindi po siya naglabas ng financial statement for almost 3 years. I mean, wala siyang accounting ng pera namin. At during his
Pero ng association.
association. And that time when he came in, ang utang namin is almost 35 million sa Maynila.
Ng tubig.
Yes po, kasi mother meter kami.
Ah.
So if the association
There are 2,400
Yes.
families.
homeowners, yan po lang yung geographical location ng multinational village mismo. So outside of that, may mga satellite villages. Yun po yun. Na walang ibang dadaanan kundi sa amin. So income din po ng village yun.
So nagbabayad kayo ng dues pero hindi niya riniremit for tubig, electricity, ganyan. Ganun
wala
ba?
pong financial
Walang
statement.
financial statements.
That's was his reason back na permanent disqualified siya and affirmed by the by the Court of Appeals now.
Tapang naman.
Ando no kung with the DSUD, ayun nga doon nga kami nagtataka, all of a sudden DSUD, despite of this disqualification permanently the CA, si DSUD came in a letter na siya ang legit.
Oh, alam na natin magkano kaya yung binayad dyan. Sabi nga natin, regulatory lang yung
Yes,
DSUD.
yes.
Hindi, dapat, dapat yata, imbestigahan tong Anghel Gacudnat. Sobrang tapang di ba? Makakapagdala ka ba ng 300 police makialam sa simple case ng conflict of homeowners? Socio force yan na OA. Overacting.
Okay.
Di ba?
You
Overkill.
mentioned, kayong mga residents, meron kasi ang style ng mga pogo, nagdadala namang sabi mo, puro buses mo. Para naging terminal, no? Nangyayari ba? Nangyayari pa rin to. Sabi ng President BBM, all pogos, wala nang legal or illegal, all pogos must be removed from this country. Despite that,
Actually,
hindi sinusunod ng local government, hindi sinusunod ng homeowners association.
Actually, most of yung workers, yung mga sinashuttle, yung karamihan noon, they have migrated already to yung what used to be yung Island Cove. No, but what we have now in the village are yung mga what you would consider the bosses. So in fact, ang dami sa aming mga construction ang lalaki kasi I think they were already bought by the Chinese through Philippine corporations or through dummies. So very palpable ang presence ng Chinese sa village. It may not be the workers, it may not be the staff, but these are the big bosses.
Nandun.
Ang oras natin ngayon ay 11:31. Nandito tayo sa DWIZ.